And okay, video part 3. I literally just went from one to the other. And I really love this tree. I love Christmas trees and stuff. Why do we have to... Why can't we just have decorations up forever? Look at this rain. Problem too is I would love to actually walk in it right now when I have the umbrella. But I don't really have waterproof shoes, so my shoes will totally get wet, and that'll be a bummer. But I would really like to walk in it, because also 57 for winter, that's the warmest it's gonna be for a long time, in a way. Unless this winter just decides to be really mild like that. Just wish I had rain boots. So I feel like I have so much dumb energy right now too. Like I just really need to just go on a walk and listen to music and chill out. But what am I gonna do? My boots will get soaked. Really liked my outfit yesterday too. I wish I had taken a picture of it. I looked cute. I reused the bows again, and that looks so cool. And I knew that my cousins would think that was so cute because that's kind of like their vibe too. And they did. They're like so happy that that's how I did it. I was like, yes. We reuse, we recycle, we repurpose. And we're quite proud of what we come up with. Handicraft hacks and whatnot. But it was like actually like because I did it for the date, but it looked even cuter for this one. And I had this white dress that's kind of like a summery dress, but the way it is, it's got like these holes or whatever in it, in like the design of the fabric to make like kind of like this flowery looking thing. But it almost kind of, I like just love her. It also kind of just looks like a snowflake almost. So it was like a snowflakey kind of dress. And then I added the red ribbon and bow, except I put the bow in the back this time because it looked cuter. Just, the white with the red, it looked so cute. I thought it looked so cute. And then I had the gold sparkle again with my hair, and then it adds the sparkles onto like my skin, and it just, oh, they're so cute. I did. I looked so cute. I did. Like I feel like my family even saw me and was like, and that one girl, she was like, "You look so cute," and I was like, "Thank you." It's the little things, and it's funny too. I never care how I look. I'm like bad at caring, cause like I'll like care too much, so I just try not to. And sometimes I really just don't give a fuck. Especially if a lot of times I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be at home anyway. Why do I give a fuck? I'm just gonna wear sweatpants all day, every day. Green out, whatever. But it's fun to like try and dress up too in this way. I realize, like, I like it, and yeah, I wish I'd gotten a picture of it. It was cute, and I'm like, maybe I'll wear it again for the date. I don't know. I was really proud of it, and it was another like really random like figure out, which I'm, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm really good at like, I'm not good at dressing up by any means, but then if I do it really randomly, then I feel like I have like this like really random skill. Like I have like this good spontaneous skill. Like if I'm just quick trying to come up with something randomly, like I can really good think on my feet, like pull something together and randomly figure it out, and then all of a sudden like be like, oh, and this and that, and then make it look really cute. Yeah, I just think I'm really good at randomly doing that because it really was I really wasn't even sure what I was gonna like. Fuck, what am I gonna wear this time? And I had this idea, and then it changed, and I was just like really proud of myself for the random change. But it's like my skill. And even the way I found that bow on the ground walking the dog, and it was just like, it just came to me. Like, the random things I want or need will just come to me. I'll just find it and be like, ah, perfect. I don't know. And I'm trying to, like, let that be another lesson in life. Like, sometimes you just gotta let it come to you, and it will. It'll all come together. Piece by piece, you'll just find all the pieces, and they'll all just fit into place. Like, you just stumbled on it in this way, but you're just following these breadcrumbs of your life. I don't know. But I really like that. It makes me feel like in tune with the universe in a way. I don't know. Or it's like I have like this really cool dumb look. I don't know. I don't know. Like I just like inherited these boots too. Like my aunt just left them and she was like, "Well, you want them?" And I was like, "Well, you know, they fit." And yeah. Are they a little tight on me? It's actually a lot better when I just wear them without pants underneath, you know? And really thin socks. Like as soon as the socks are a little thicker and I like kind of leggings underneath and it's like a little too tight, but I don't care because they're cute. Um, and then with the bow and stuff too, then I'm just stressing about the bow being centered and the ribbon looking right and like the scratchiness of the ribbon on my neck is kind of annoying, but I forget about it. Oh no. Um, the lipstick struggle. Um, what the heck else was I gonna say? I feel like it had something to do with clothes or something, but now I just don't know. Yeah. I guess I'm going on the second date. I just don't have it in me to like say no now that I've already said yes and I know I was gonna have to say yes. Like, I just couldn't handle saying no. And it's not even like in that way of, I mean, it kind of is, but it's not just because I have a hard time saying no. I mean, it is, but it's also because I have like this curiosity thing. Like, I'd be too curious about what I'm missing out on if I don't just try again. I'm like, are you really just gonna sit here and play with the kids again? Or are you gonna at least try and go out and do something? You know? I don't know. I have a lot of FOMO. You know what FOMO was? I was like, am I the only person that really thinks about FOMO every day because I struggle with it so much? It's fear of missing out, and it is real. And I feel like it needs a more serious term name because FOMO just makes it sound silly, and it's like very serious to me. But it is silly. It's just like whatever. Fuck, I really need to eat more too. I'm just like, eh. Um, Dang, I kind of want to smoke some weed right now and get really high. This is what happens when you keep slipping down that slippery slope. You know, you have one gummy, you know, a couple instances where you're like, oh, I could smoke, and then the next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need. But I was doing so well, being like, oh, I don't really need that. I was proud of myself last night too, though. Not only did I just have one beer, and it was a beer I hadn't had before that I liked. It was like a Corona, only different, called a. I was like, oh, a Caribe. Like when they're like, oh, you're being all French about it, French island, but it's like Caribbean, Carib. I thought it was good. Um, and I just had one, and then we got back, and I thought, oh yeah, I still have this Coors Light can from the first date that I took home with me like a dum dum. And I did the other night. I was in a really weird mood and totally just picked up 2 more cigarette butts I found on the ground. The problem is I'm in a weird mood and then I see one and I'm just like, ugh. Kind of like passing on a lottery ticket. I'm like, oh, you're gonna want that. And then in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can just snip part of the end so that it's not like someone's mouth touched it. But I'm still on the ground. But that part didn't if I cut it. But so I was gonna do that last night. Just drink this beer can and smoke one of the cigarette butts I found. But I didn't. I ended up being like, you know what? Nah. I'm just gonna lay here. Really high and out of it, kind of. Hello, kitten. What you thinking, kitten? Oh, you gonna lay down next to me and give yourself a bath? Okay. The paws, with the little spots in them. Let me see if I can show you. The paws. She's got spots in the paws. She's so cute. And they're so soft. This guy too was all like, I don't like cats. I'm more of a dog person. And it's like, okay, I get it, but also like, sick of people hating on cats. I fucking love cats. And then I just had this feeling of like, I really need my guy to be like low-key more of a cat person. Because I'm low-key more of a cat person, and I actually don't want someone that's opposite. I need someone that understands my like weird obsession with cats. They can't not understand it. It's not okay. And I just always like people that understand this serious love of cats. If they don't get it, I'm just like not okay with it. It's like we will never really understand each other, and I'm not okay with that. There's a lot of like opposite attractive stuff that I like, but not that. I feel like no, you need to be a cat person too. Okay? But I love dogs too. And that's what I'm thinking, like, why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be both? Why is it like, even though I do feel like I lean more towards cats. But I love dogs too. I really do. Like, why does it have to be, like, why can't there be more both, people? You can be both. Like, equally both. Where it doesn't lean one way or the other. It's just even. It's a thing. It happens in gravity. If there are scales, usually one leans more one way or the other, but it is totally possible to have it just even. It is a thing. Does it seem more rare? Kind of, but there's plenty of instances where that could be a thing and the scales are even. Plenty. I think. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's a little more rare, but it's a thing. Okay? And maybe one leans a little bit more to one side, but it's like, then do you really want to give it that much credit just because it leans a little more to the one side? It's still, for the most part, even in a lot of instances. Anyway, because you can like them for different reasons, and then it's like, then you get the best of both worlds, kind of like, I like the city for the people, I like the nature for the nature, and if I have both, then I can like get use out of both. Like when I get too tired of being like more isolated in nature, then I can enjoy the city and appreciate the people more, and then like vice versa, you know. What I get from cats, like, cats won't give you as much as attention as a dog, so then it's nice to then have that dog intake because they will, and then like, I don't know, vice versa, you know, like you can appreciate the other thing because the other thing, yeah. And this can literally transfer on into dating somehow, but and the opposite thing. I need to finish that reading. But just like any love reading, I feel like the main point and gist of it is finding love and acceptance of yourself. And the better you can do that, the better you can make yourself whole instead of needing someone else to complete you. The better that you can work on yourself and your strengths and weaknesses, like that's how you make yourself more open to like true love and stuff. Like you gotta find a way to complete yourself first, or it's just gonna be a little too, you know, the scales will be off. There'll be some codependency or whatever or something. And yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. And they were saying, and the thing with love stuff too, with love readings and stuff that I've noticed and like looking at love things, is the mirror thing. Is like what you realize is the roles can so easily be reversed. You can so easily flip it. And this is part of my duality thing that I talk about all the time. Like the shyest person can also be like the least shy person. Because you can't really, something wouldn't exist without its opposite. It wouldn't know what it was. Wet wouldn't know what it was without dry. And so they kind of, they have to be like the same spectrum, just like astrology. The Taurus and the Scorpio are opposites on the same spectrum. Things like that. And so, like, in one way, in my reading, it said, well, what you really need to focus on is the grounding and the material world. Like, a lot of what you need to work on isn't so much your spirituality. Like, you're kind of like in another world, like, really into the spirituality stuff, and you've come a lot of way with the spirit. Like, you have a good head on your shoulders when it comes to like spiritual stuff or something. Or maybe not so much spiritual, but kind of like just like other things that aren't physical. But then when it comes to like physical things, like just getting dressed and taking a shower and eating, I struggle with that. And they're like, you gotta work on that because like you are a body that needs grounding, and like you gotta take care of these things so you can do the other things. Like if you're really into like being nice and friendly and interested in what people think about and stuff, but you don't eat, then you're not going to be able to like talk. Like, I don't know, things like that. You won't be able to think as clearly if you just don't drink water, you know? And I just think it's interesting because, in a way, like, yeah, that's me, but I also think the reverse is really true for me. And then, like, the other person in my reading of love is like the opposite, but I feel like we could totally have those roles reversed too. Of like, they're actually more this and that, and I'm actually more this, that. Like you can be so both. Like in a way, I feel like no, it's my spiritual stuff that really needs help. My physical is like fine. I know what to do when I really need to do it, you know. And I can I very much can just be like, oh, need a job, get a job, focus on the job, make money. I won't even think about spirituality or my life purpose anymore. I'm just like, I'm surviving, I'm getting a job, I'm doing what I need to do, stability, the end. And it's weird too because I feel like I'm always struggling with stability and security, partly because um hold on. No, there was another semi-handsome delivery package guy at the door. Um what was I saying? Oh yeah. Things that I don't know what I'm saying. Like in a way. Oh yeah, and like I feel like part of the reason I've struggled with stability and security is like because like I feel like, hey, kitten. Like I feel like it's almost like too easy for me to just like get the physical done. that I have to make it difficult. Like, I had a job, I had a bank account, I had everything fine. I had my apartment, I had stuff. And then it just felt too easy. Ow, kitten. Now she's being crazy. So then I had to move. I had to move and find a new job and a new way of stability because I was bored. It was like too easy. Kitten, stop attacking me. So it's kind of like that. Like I kind of purposely sort of sabotage or uproot myself because in my mind it's too easy to get those things again, actually, in a way. Even though it's really not always. And I can really seriously struggle with it. And then I feel like, why am I doing this to myself? But it's also because it's just kind of like whatever to me. But then the spiritual stuff is actually really hard. But then, yeah, and in a way, it's like I really just need to ground myself and get better with the physical. And then my spiritual will be better because I actually have a good handle on that too. It's so weird. And then the reverse for like the guy, like, oh, so you need someone that's better. And I feel this way, like someone that's better with like physical and organization, like cooking. Like, oh, I need a guy that's like good at cooking because I don't know how to cook. So then they can cook for me. And they'll just help ground me and like help give me stability, which I need, like, because I'm just so not good at it. It's not really like my focus. Like I'd rather just like think about spiritual stuff and someone else can do the physical stability part, you know. But just again, so much of the reverse is also true. Like, and like my ex like was good with physical stuff, I guess, in a way, like in cooking and stuff. And um God, I had a point, but what was it? But like in a way not. Well, because it was like, well, then well, that was one thing that I like, well, it made me want to try and be more like that. So like the one time that I did make him eggs with like rosemary and sage, like I was just so proud of myself and he really liked it and I was so happy about it. I was like, this isn't like really like my love language, but it was awesome. Like, oh, instead of me just trying to like tell you I love you so much and send you poetry, I just cooked you some eggs and those eggs were made with my love. And I don't know, and I loved that. Like more than my corny poetry was those eggs. And I didn't make enough for like the two of us, so I tried to give him. At first, I almost just gave it all to him and didn't give myself any because I just wanted him to have it all and I didn't make enough. But then I was all like, no, this is a symbol of like what you do wrong, so like you need to give yourself some, and then you're just gonna be like really hungry and you deserve to like try some of it, make sure that it is good, and I don't know. So I gave myself a little, but I gave him more. And yeah, then it was just sad that I didn't like proportion it better. Like I didn't make more so that we both had enough to have more, and then like I don't know, didn't feel like I gave him enough eggs, and yeah, and I have yet to ever recreate those eggs. And have I ever like made the point to make like myself those eggs just for me, or even care to? No, and that's a bummer. But I was really proud of the mac and cheese I made the other day with those seasonings. I don't know. Shit's hard, man. Shit's hard. I'm about to freak out and cry too because I really don't know what I'm doing. Kitten's looking at me so funny right now. I wonder if I can show it to you. She's just like got her head tilted looking at me like. But I just really don't know. And I'm sweating. I hate sweating. I sweat all the time. There's something wrong with me. I should literally like physically probably like do a bunch of cardio all the time because I think I have so much actual physical energy in me. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm starting to like get really self-conscious that all of this is just such stupid rambles and I should give up. Oh, it's a weird sound for a truck turning around. It's like, it's so weird. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I really do want to go on a walk, but the shoes dilemma is real. Just doing that made me think of like the spider thing, and then my cousin's kids that are like 11 and 6 that are going through this divorce, they like went to this other party, came back with this like big spider toy that moves and it's like really crazy looking. I should go and get it and show it to you, but I don't feel like it. But that's not the point. But the 6-year-old was like, I like him. This is my spider. He's sad because he lost his family. He's all alone. He's Spidey. And I was like, Spidey's sad he lost his family. He's all alone. Spidey! And I thought it was like so creepy because I don't like spiders that I didn't like. But then he said that and now I'm like, oh, now I like him. He's cute. You've given him a cuteness now. Now I like him. And that's funny because I literally did that with my ex too. And then there's this Spider-Man analogy that I could get into, but I did this thing with my ex where he was trying to get me to like spiders because he just likes all creatures like that. And I was just like, eh, but he got me to like he likes the little black and red ones because they're very acrobatic, and they're cute, and they're like apparently really smart too. Somebody else told me that. This one guy I knew would literally like feed the spider bugs in the web. That was kind of cute. But and then like with my ex, I was trying to stop talking to him because I knew it was like bad. And so, and then randomly this analogy came into my head. It was super weird actually. Like one time I was just sitting there and I just pictured him doing his dumb goofy laugh, like with like a spider thing hanging down, like he was like a spider. And then I was like, yeah, and I'm just a fly, and he's just getting me all wrapped up with his lies, and I get caught in this web of bullshit when I talk to him, and then I just can't. I don't know. So then I kind of like try to do this association and be like, nope, don't talk to him. He's a spider. Spiders creep you out. Ooh. Because they did creep me out. But then I was all like, but you need to learn to like spiders, and you've been getting better with that. And then I was all like, yeah, spiders aren't all bad. So there's a whole analogy there. And Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. But and with great power comes great bullshit. That's what I was just saying with this other guy. Oh, that's right too. I'm talking to him too. I'm like being so bad. And it's so funny too. It's like I want this guy to just be like talking to me and only me, but then I'm like, but I'm gonna talk to all these other guys. I can keep my options open, not you. I'm supposed to be number one. He was number one. I could reference SpongeBob all the time too. He was like, yeah, I didn't really watch SpongeBob. I was like, oh yeah, I did. I have many a SpongeBob reference. I definitely kind of get bummed when the person I'm talking to doesn't get that either. So I'm like, come on, man, SpongeBob. They've got so many good references. Come on, man. Come on. But okay, I need to take this jacket off. Okay, I have to like message somebody, so I have to wrap this up and then I'm gonna make another one. And then I'm done and I cut myself off. But I'll just say, I had to like go get these packages from outside. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to get these packages from outside because it's raining too. I didn't want them to get all wet. I'm hoping this one envelope isn't like school day pictures because it is a little wet, but I don't think so because then the UPS wouldn't send it. And the other, and this is so weird because literally, I swear, because I was thinking about like dating dynamics and stuff, I guess, and then that song just randomly came in my head, and I was wondering why did that song randomly come in my head, but maybe because I was talking about like dating stuff. But it's that Taylor Swift song. I've been the archer, I've been the prey. Who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay? And literally, like, as I'm like thinking that song, and I'm going to pick up these packages from the porch so they don't get wet. Literally, one of them is a Christmas present of this thing called the Archer set. Let's show it to you. I'll show you this, I guess, because it's right here. Archery set. Same thing. And I don't know, like, when... Sometimes I can't tell, like, what originated. Like, the chicken or the egg, like, of my brain. Like, because now I'm thinking of, like, the Archer, the show. And I'm wondering if I was subtly thinking of that, too, beforehand. Or not. Or if it all just happened immediately after seeing the archery set package toy. I don't know. I don't know what's coming first anymore. It's just all over the place right now, and it's insane. This is why I'm insane. And and I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? I don't know, that song's in my head. If you're thinking about dating stuff, watch out, because a bunch of Taylor Swift songs really might just pop up into your head, because that's definitely what a lot of them are about. And I'm not hating on them, because, like, of course she's a good musician and talks a lot about relationships. That's a lot of what we're trying to process emotionally. So, yeah, music, duh. Yeah, hello, hello. It's so cute. So, I have to text my cousin back now and say I got the packages out of the rain. So, bye for now. Kitten's gonna sleep on my jacket. Oh my god, you're so cute, kitten. This kitten is my spirit animal love right now.